basketball on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson. Coach Stan Van Gundy, Hall of Famer Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce round out our broadcast crew for this one. And the Oklahoma City starting five. Two big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2, and it's Williams in at the 3.
Yeah, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Stan, looking back on the 2017 draft, at the time, you believe Jason Tatum was the best prospect.
And with hindsight, EA, that seems obvious. But back then, Markelle Fultz was the consensus #1 pick. Credit the Celtics for trading back and getting their guy.
Now here's White. Nice ball movement by Boston. Holmgren against Tatum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rejected by Holmgren.
Wow, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this. And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now here's White. Boston again missing. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Simons passes to Tatum. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Stolen. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys. I think Gilgeous-Alexander does it all. He said, once I made an emphasis to try to affect the game on both ends of the floor, I have found myself having success. So for me, it's just a want to. Coach Mark Dagnall said, he wants to win, and if you want to win, you have to do the invisible things. Back to you.
A two-way talent. All right, Allie, thank you. Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster. It is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, B.A. Guys who are going to make the right play, defend their spot, move without the ball. They've built something special in OKC, piece by piece.
And the big finish by Holmgren.
And before he even leaves the floor, Holmgren has the ball at rim level.
Celtics trail by 4. And so Joe Mazzulla calls the timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. We'll stand Joe Mazzulla as a young head coach taking over on the Celtics bench in 2022.
Well, B.A., he's got a rare intensity about him. Certainly not afraid to think outside the box, and obviously the results speak for themselves.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Hauser, he's checked in for White, and it's Peyton Pritchard in for Simons. Brown inside, covered by Joe to win the drought. Offensive rebound, Celtics. Tatum against Wiggins, outside Pritchard, lets the 3 fly. The Thunder pull it in.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now here's Wallace, defended by Pritchard. Wallace with it, and slammed it home, and a foul! A chance at another point at the line. It's on Sam Hauser. Oklahoma City shooting their first free throw of the night here.
The line for the Thunder. Wallace, one shot.
Now here's White. Yet to see a basket. Jacks up a 3. Drills it from deep.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Thunder out in front. They lead by 4. Let's take a quick break. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the Thunder here in this one?
Well, I'm really loving their activity. I mean, they're contesting shots. They've really set a strong tone early.
Yeah, well, the best way to get in the head of your opponent is through aggressive defense.
Their backcourt, Pritchard and White. Sam Hauser out there with Chris Boucher. And it's Garza in at the 5. That's the Boston 5. Wallace outside. And here is Williams to the paint. Oh, deflected. Here we go, one-on-one. Hauser passes to Boucher. Outside Pritchard from outside the arc. On target from range. Pritchard's got his first 3 points of the game. Coach, I've heard you say one of the most frustrating things to watch is a team that beats itself.
Yeah, B.A., I think one of the things is before you can win, you got to make sure you don't lose. And when you're doing things like turning the ball over or fouling needlessly, those are probably the 2 biggest areas. Those are beat yourself types of stats. And it's hard to get away with those at the highest level.
Simons is checked in for Boston. And also a switch here for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Williams. Brown, he's checked in for Pritchard. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Pass to Simons. Beyond the arc. Again, the miss by Boston. Thunder with a lead. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Still no points. Back to Wallace. Clock at 6. Fires in the triple.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Left side White. Pass to Brown. Boucher outside. Boston again missing. Oklahoma City leading by 4. Wallace outside. Now here's SGA. On the wing, Caruso fires the 3. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And Caruso knows how to catch defenses off guard. Great work off that catch.
Pass to Hauser, and stolen by Williams. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams a screen on Simons. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Wallace. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And looking at Jalen Williams, is there a part of his game you like best, Grant?
You know, it's tough to pick just one, B.A. He's such an all-around player. He can guard point guards, post players, you name it, and can score from anywhere on the court.
The Thunder have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Outside for SGA. Jaylen Brown with a rebound. And Brown has got the ball here for Boston. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. There's the foul. It's on Cason Wallace. That's his first foul of the game. Some changes for Boston. Tatum comes in for Hauser. And Pritchard is subbed in for White. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Isaiah Hartenstein's checked in for Wiggins. Chet Holmgren comes in for Jalen Williams. Dort, he's checked in for Caruso. And Joe's subbed in for Wallace.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Hartenstein a screen. And here's SGA outside. Tatum pulls it in. Celtics trail by 7. It's Brown on the wing. Dort defending. Up top, Pritchard. Pass to Tatum. Nice ball movement by Boston. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Simons outside. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Cason Wallace with a strong contribution so far on this one.
There's virtually nothing you can do to stop him. I mean, you can't even contain him. He's been that great.
Yeah, he makes defenses look utterly helpless. It's like pick your poison trying to contain him.
And on the floor for Mark Daigneault starting the second half. Two big bodies inside with Holmgren and Hartenstein in the middle. Gilgeous-Alexander runs the point with Dort at the 2, and it's Williams in at the 3. Stan, one thing about Jaylen Brown, he seems so composed out there.
Yeah, B.A., he's very calm. Doesn't waste energy. You love a player who's this focused and calculated.
Free throw good. Brown.
A talented scorer and versatile defender. The athletic Brown is a vital piece for this team.
And both free throws good for Brown. Oklahoma City leading by 5. Holmgren outside. Pass to Williams. Shot's good. SGA making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
Outside, Brown. Now here's White. Tatum with a screen. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Simons. The kick out to White. Takes a 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
There's so many facets to SGA's game. He's equally good from all 3 levels.
Right side, Tatum. Outside, White. Here's the 3. Tatum. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, Brian. The Celtics understand that they'll be tested. Jaylen Brown said growth is a journey with ups and downs. You have to stay with it. You can't complain. Don't let it break your spirit. We've just got to keep building the right habits, keep being versatile, and keep learning from these experiences. Back to you guys.
Always looking to get better. Thank you, Allie. Tatum inside. Holmgren's there. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be a second foul of the game. Pritchard's checked in for Boston.
Second team foul. Coming onto the floor for the Celtics, number 11, Peyton Pritchard.
Oklahoma City on D. Now Brown. 6 to shoot. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense from Williams. To the inside. And Williams punches it home.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
Outside Tatum. 1:19 left in the third quarter. Inside. White gets it to go.
I like that from White. Attacking the heart of that defense.
Pritchard against SGA. From 7 feet. And it's Oklahoma City scoring again.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Dort with a steal. Here's Williams on the take. Pass to Hartenstein. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he banks in the layup. SGA's got 6 points.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. White can't hit. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Wing shot on the way. And so it's Oklahoma City now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. They hold a real solid lead right now. Love their approach tonight. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dig. What a great pass.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Filling out the wings, it's going to be Simons and Brown. Chris Boucher out there with Sam Hauser. And it's Pritchard in at the point guard. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Brown against Williams. Boucher on the screen. Pritchard against Williams. Hauser. And the 3 off target. Thunder leading by 14. Williams on the wing. He's covered by Simons. Williams against Simons. Williams passes to Caruso. Lets it go from 11. Oh, it's off target. And so it's Pritchard with it. He brings it up for Boston. The 3 is in.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Oklahoma City leading by 11. And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. And some changes here for the Celtics. Cada's checked in for Boucher. Tatum comes in for Hauser. And it's White in for Pritchard. And a new group getting ready for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Williams. Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. Dort, he's checked in for Wallace. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Caruso. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Mark Daigneault had some words for his team over the last break. He said, "This is who we are. This is the pace. Don't let up." He said it doesn't matter if they go on a run. What matters is how we respond. They plan to respond with a fury, guys.
Allie, thank you.
Some guts. Simons finishing with strength.
SGA against Simons. SGA, yes! Using that window!
Well, their schemes have been effective, and he's been a significant part of their focus.
Now White, he launches. Cleared away by Hartenstein.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Now pass to Williams. Here's Holmgren. On the wing, Williams. Puts up the tray. Now Dort from deep. Hartenstein. And at last it goes down.
He got in excellent position, then takes it right back up. Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Thunder.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And they got a lot of great solo efforts tonight, but probably none bigger than the performance for Jalen Williams.
Well, he came out with great energy and effort, doing everything he could possibly do to help his team.
White outside. From downtown. Cash from downtown. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 4 to shoot. Jalen Williams. Oh, he can't hit a tough 3. So we see Oklahoma City get the win here. And they barely squeezed out the win here on the road.
And BA, the visiting team is always under some added pressure, but they made it work and got the win, whatever the margin may have been.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. And let's reveal our player of the game, Jalen Williams.